From Springfield, Illinois, the Demon, Derek Anderson. Trent Genosa, your referee.
All right, folks, referee Trent Genosa's got us ready to go. Dillon Gattie in the gray trunks, Derek Anderson in the black trimmed with green. And we are set to get our first match underway.
Oh, just like the teeth on his shorts, he is chomping at the bits to get going. Did you see that stare down during the walkthrough?
Very intense stare down there.
Yeah, there's no touch of gloves. These boys just ready to go. I love it. Trading leg kicks right off the start here. It's nice.
Dillon Gattie, southpaw stance. Both guys southpaw stance now.
Both guys southpaw here. It's nice.
High kick there from Derek Anderson
and
and a miss.
he switched back to original. I love it how he switched from traditional to original, or southpaw off of that high kick. You know what I mean? He's using his transitions. Now he just walks back forward, but slowly he switched stances, and it's almost deceptive.
You see the talent there from Derek Anderson as he is able to go back and forth and throw some high kicks there. None of them seem to find a home just yet.
Yeah, he seems to throw a lot of high kicks when he switches stances, and then he switches back to orthodox. So I almost wonder if he might like throwing that left high kick with the right hand as his favorite hand to throw. Because a lot of times when he's in this stance right here, he's going to throw that right hand.
Derek Anderson getting a little bit confident there as you've seen him drop his hands. He does have to be careful as Dillon Gattie does have some power in those gloves. As you see right there with that left straight.
Left hand, yes, exactly. Straight left hand right down the pipe, landed perfectly.
Derek Anderson with the overhand right, blocked by Dillon Gattie as Dillon Gattie comes back with a combo of his own.
You know what? Gattie is very fundamentally sound here. He's done a great job, and he's kind of smiling off all these shots. Honestly, he needs to just be a little more active, and he could take control of this round.
Dillon Gattie with the obvious reach advantage here. Not really able to utilize it so much as Derek Anderson's closing the distance really well.
There were 4 leg kicks in a row. The last one he threw, they threw at the same time. So it's 4-1 on leg kicks. Anderson is outworking Gattie at this point in time.
Anderson doing really well with those leg kicks as you see a little bit of marks there on Dillon Gattie's lead leg, but he does eat some leather right there. Derek Anderson back to that head kick.
They had a nice little exchange. Oh, he's throwing up the Diaz hands, you know, what you want. Teep to the knee. It's cute, but he didn't really throw it with a lot of power.
Both of these guys utilizing some highly effective kicks here early in this fight. Dillon Gattie back to the head kick.
Nice. That was a nice outside leg kick. It buckled his knee a little bit there.
It did buckle his knee, but he did eat a punch in the process. 10 seconds left here in round 1 as we have an inadvertent groin shot.
Yeah, he went to teep him on the leg right above the knee, and he just completely missed his leg and just teeped his cup. Like it looked like he pushed his cup from my first shot. I haven't seen a replay yet, but his junk is right in our face at that angle, I feel like, and I think he pushed his cup.
Derek Anderson will have up to 5 minutes to recover from that shot, and it looks like he is ready to go right now.
Nice.
We're back to the action.
Well, you know how that goes. You get hit, and it's in the wrong way, and it takes you a couple minutes.
And we are through round 1 of our first fight here tonight.
Whoa.
Already tonight has not disappointed as both of these guys come out ready to bang.
Man, they came out quick, and they have traded a lot of good leg kicks, but if I am having to score the cards as a judge, I have to take a lot of credit to what Anderson did to his leg. You can see the damage on his leg, and I feel like that's the most significant stuff. Gattie landed a few nice punches when he countered, and he smiled through a lot of missed punches. But at the end of the day, your leg is beat up. You are not doing enough, and I genuinely think Anderson might have won that round on just volume. Even if he's not hurt. Gattie's probably not hurt, but volume alone.
Dillon Gattie did eat some nasty leg kicks in that first round, as you know that he's getting some good advice from Coach Nick Wayne on exactly how to deal with those leg kicks here in round 2.
Yeah, you could see him talking about it. Nick Wayne and him, he was tapping his leg, and they were talking about it. I like the way Anderson was switching stances.
Anderson switching the stances really well in that first round. We'll see if he'll utilize that again here in this second one.
He's starting off orthodox, switches to southpaw on the right hand.
Dillon Gattie a lot more aggressive to start out this second round here as he's coming forward with some good combos and some good straight punches down the pipe.
Honestly, Gattie has had the more technical flow to his game. It feels like he doesn't seem to be hurt terribly, but he has eaten a lot of leg kicks. Now, when he moves forward, I think he has a big opportunity to take advantage of that. He needs to move forward more just like he did at the start. Oh, nice right hand from Anderson.
Dillon Gattie in the southpaw stance once again. Derek Anderson in orthodox here in round 2. Derek Anderson back to that leg kick, and that is really starting to get red on Dillon Gattie.
Yeah, you can see some damage wearing on both guys. Some right hands have landed for Gattie, and he has some damage on that side. You can see a little bit of damage on Anderson's ribs also, but then you look at his leg, Gattie's legs, and you can see where both guys have just done damage. Nice little exchange here with the trade leg kicks and a left hand included.
Look at that big welt right there on the body of Derek Anderson,
yeah,
presumably from one of them body kicks.
That left kick from Gattie's landed on Anderson nicely. And he's also got some damage up on that cheek. But then you look at Anderson's legs, and he's got a little bit damage on his face too. Not a lot, but ooh.
Both of these guys coming out to perform here tonight. You cannot tell that they are early in their career as amateurs, as every fight on this card here tonight, you're going to see some highly skilled mixed martial arts.
Yeah, it's crazy. These guys have trained for a while now, but like, you don't know when they took their first fights. He had a couple years of trainings, but he may have lost his first 2 fights before he even really got a lot of training under his belt. It's hard to tell.
Dillon Gattie told us last night that he planned to dance around the outside, keep his distance, and work on some head kicks.
I really like that body kick that Anderson just threw. Nice right hand there.
Anderson winging that right hand again. Both guys look like they got a little bit of blood maybe trickling from the nose.
We got a whole lot of excitement coming out of the corner of Anderson over there. Really trying to pump up their fighter.
Just over 30 seconds left here in our second round in our first fight here tonight.
That was our 10-second clacker, so we're a little off on our clock on the pay-per-view here, but these guys are going down. There's the bell. It's the end of the round.
Excellent display of mixed martial arts here. We've not seen any ground game.
No.
But great striking nonetheless.
Neither guy's looking for a takedown. Gattie, when he throws, he's landing well. I'm not going to lie. Gattie is landing almost 100% of his strikes. Every time I see him throw something out there, it seems like it lands. Anderson is pushing the pace a little bit more. And it's one of those things, you know, when you as pale as I am, as pale as Gattie is, everything turns pink when you get hit. And he's been hit. So I bleed, you know. So you lose rounds that you're noticing damage. It's hard to tell, does the damage that we can witness influence a judge? Because that was a hard round to judge.
You see the big difference there in these two fighters as Dillon Gattie stands in his corner bouncing, just chawing at the bit to try to get back into this round 3, while Derek Anderson was sitting on the bench. Dillon Gattie seems to be the fresher of the fighters here.
I agree. He's breathing heavy in
third
the
and
blue
final
corner.
round. Make some noise, my fans!
Gattie's got to pick it up right now.
Anderson back to that kick. Both guys throw a jab there, and both seem to land.
Second round was too close if I'm in either corner to feel like I'm guaranteed to just cruise through a third. I am coming for the win here.
Both guys sense a little bit of desperation here. They need a finish. You never want to leave it in the hands of the judges, especially when you have a close fight like this.
No, and you're both looking for your first win here. Let's go earn it. Let's go win it, and let's definitively win it. I want to see them both come out and just kill it. You know, Nick Wayne talked to him and told him, let's get going. You can hear Anderson's corner the whole time through the round cheering him on, so you know they got him pumped up. I'm not exactly sure what they said, but I know for a fact they got him ready to go and win his first fight. Like, that's a big deal.
Like we said before, both guys looking for their first amateur win. But this is an amateur, right, Dan Head? That these guys are in here to learn a little bit and improve their game every fight before they get to the pro ranks.
100%. You don't want to go pro because once you go pro, that determines how far you can go pro. You cannot win or lose your first 2 fights as a pro and do well unless you're Anderson Silva. There are very few people that go out and get beat and then go on to do whatever. And he had a kickboxing record of 100 million and whatever to back it up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, once you go pro, it matters. And you and I both had a very illustrious amateur career, and that's how we built our way up. We got a nice little right lead. I like it when Anderson stays southpaw here. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoy when he switches to orthodox, he seems to get hit more with that left hand.
As that's just what happened right there. He got hit with that big left hand. Just under a minute left in this fight. We shall see who's going to leave it all in the cage and come out with their first victory.
I genuinely feel like whoever pushes the pace for 1 minute is going to win it.
Very close fight thus far. Who will leave it in the hands of the judges and weigh it on their side to try to get their win? Derek Anderson back to that leg kick.
Gattie doesn't let his hands go enough. When he goes home and listens to this, aside from all the random crap I've talked about, I would like for him to let his hands go more in his next fight.
He's got just over 10 seconds left in this fight to do it tonight.
That was a nice flurry from both guys. Both guys have great defense there.
Derek Anderson, big right hand as he throws the hands up. A little bit of a taunt. A great fight here to kick off Colosseum Combat 58 as we got these two awesome amateurs putting on a great fight for the fans here tonight. No ground game. We know the fans love to see a good slugfest, and that's exactly what we saw here in the first fight, Colosseum Combat 58.
Oh, I like how they talking a little bit, but now they're getting all friendly, and it's kind of like, which one you want? As far as I'm concerned, you and I, our talking happened before we got in the cage, and you didn't even talk, and I didn't even talk. It was our buddies talking.
Our fans, yep.
Once we got in the cage, we fought, and when we were done, we hugged, and it was over. I don't like the in-betweens because it just is weird. Gattie doesn't want any of this conversation they're having right now.
Derek Anderson all over the conversation. Dillon Gattie very poised, not really engaging much of the conversation.
Dillon Gattie looks like he wants to hit him in the face and have a round 4, and I would love to see it. I'm not going to lie.
I wish it was a championship fight because I would love to see 2 more. But Brady L. Davis has the official decision in his hand. We're going to go to him to let him announce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the first bout of the evening going the distance, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. All 3 judges score this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, the Demon, Derek Anderson!
There you have it, folks. The Demon, Derek Anderson, walks away with his first amateur win here tonight at Colosseum Combat 58. And it was a fight for the fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Terry House
No
with
doubt.
a post-fight
Terry
interview.
House announcing or doing the interviews.
We are going to go to Colosseum Combat vet Terry House.
Talk to the crowd in Indiana and let them know how's it feel to get your first win in your career, man. How's it feeling?
Hey, baby, I'm feeling good. Better than ever. I'm ready to get lit.
Talk a little bit about your training camp. I talked to you a little bit at the weigh-ins yesterday. And you talked about how great your training camp was, and you talked a lot about family and how everything was right at the crib, and it was able to train properly, and everything just fell together. So talk a little bit about that and tell everybody how your training camp was.
My family life with my friends and everybody that loves me. They made this camp easy on me. It was a tough cut. I cut a lot of weight, but with the support and love from everybody that's close to me, they made it happen, baby. They made it happen.
Congratulations, baby. That old went away. You got your first win in your career. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause.
There you have it, folks. Derek Anderson and the always entertaining Terry House doing our post-fight interviews. Stay around for him at intermission. We'll get a quick interview with him. He's coming off of a pretty big win over a UFC vet. But for now, we're going to try to keep this action moving, and we're going to move on to our second fight of the night
we haven't
with Brady
played
L.
yet,
Davis.
Maryville. Let me hear you make some noise!